Status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Need your help, teach about self, going through wealth. Couples about people are puzzling what the hell's up with you. No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Need your help, teach about self, going through wealth. Couples about people are puzzling like the hell's up with you.
Elijah and Spawn were taught by Drew. Many act like they never knew. Got you in the pot over burning bamboo timber in the sellout stew. Black Twitter ripping DI, just a bunch of sellouts too. Chasing a fraud, a puppet like God, but always running from truth. Accepting the lies of rapper guys, repping LGBTQ. Wearing a purse, revenge of the nerds is how black sellouts do. Keeping you whack, calling you black and other. More truth misnomers too. The reason we fall most of all, we trust all and love who. Using fire festival rules. They keep selling you out, playlists full of these dudes, keeping you fools on Google where they hang out. Snapchat, black trap, Takashi shop and fat rap. The way sellout niggas flip, they must be acrobat. Calling the continent Turtle Island when the Moors know this is Morocco.
No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Need your help, teach about self, going through wealth. Couples about people are puzzling what the hell's up with you. No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Need your help, teach about self, going through wealth. Couples about people are puzzling like the hell's up with you.
Stand straight up in the chest, speak from the gut with one's breath. Erect one's spine and helps align one's mind, not just puff chest. Some see success as an image, heart. Yeah, some are just gimmicks at heart. Mimics that start to change when closer to their aim. Similar, not the same as the lane most of us claiming off from. Meaning some common traits of fresh learning changes how things get done. We begun with self-inspection and proceed to self-reflection in the direction of those in my immediate trusted section. Corrections mandatory. Many lack peers of authority, reminding us of our story, how we are and we are to be mostly we see. Too many grasping dearly for imagery when truthfully we see's only the iceberg tip of me. That's how it's supposed to be. Instead of these short vision investors spending to be shiny, praising haters and being grimy, and most of the time should be a memory of past poor conduct. Yes, I'm so stuck in that stage, excessive value for external praise.
Status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Need your help, teach about self, going through wealth. Couples about people are puzzling what the hell's up with you. No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Need your help, teach about self, going through wealth. Couples about people are puzzling like the hell's up with you.
But y'all blind and deaf and can't read truth you can't find. Miss Drew Ali lessons waiting for Jesus. Teaching lies as competence. Nigga doesn't mean niggas. More doesn't mean black, it means more bite. And high priest of a new, holding the marvelous light. 7 orbs in our palm. We are ancients returned from the line of roots. Skin looks like brass burn. But y'all blind and deaf and can't read truth you can't find. Miss Drew Ali lessons waiting for Jesus. Teaching lies as competence. Nigga doesn't mean niggas. More doesn't mean black, it means more bite. And high priest of a new, holding the marvelous light. 7 orbs in our palm. We are ancients returned from the line of roots. Skin looks like brass burn. Hair looks like Zoroaster, face of an old Mac. Sundial is my watch, FOH with your Rolex. Major not minority, no clicking heels like Dorothy. Flames on a straw man, no joining their sorority. Great Seal is not Illuminati but Moorish. Disrespect Moors and we might get boorish. We're in our own land, fam, don't call me a tourist. I use the floor more, fine-tuning my auras. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth.
Get your foot up off my ottoman. Empire built for an Ottoman. Never mix me up for them other men. I'm writing with an iron pen. Good life and not a gym. Born in an empire, not a sin. Ooh, Moorish American. Round table, Moors ordering. I am feminine and masculine. Principle, rights inalienable. So I'm able. Now Cain wants to kill me. Biblical. My brother who pretends to be brotherly. Try to put me back in slavery. Confederate flags under my cherry tree. Washington cut it down, but Washington is still in me. Moors, yo, I speak the tongue, uplift the blind, the deaf, the dumb, and everything is mine, you some. Legislative act, municipal outcomes. Animal farm, I see the reruns. Nation never cared for a president. Trudeau in a turban, that's evident. Major not minor, that's permanent.
Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th date. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes it a little of a lost case.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick. Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th date. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes it a little of a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets told me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Sorbet, rapping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. And no but I lay in plain sight. But people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up. Stakes still high, so the rate's still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death, different slavery. Looking for life, the book of Genesis. Astral plane interests, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life, finish him.
Morris Omar, key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost and metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brainwave.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th date. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes it a little of a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets told me up right, brought me to a lost gate. J, cooking like I'm Sorbet, rapping like I'm Denzel, Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J, Israel, and Noble Do I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the rate's still going up, warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up, born in the manger, sworn to be savior, walk through the valley of the shadows of the death if it's slavery, looking for life, the book of Genesis, astral plane interests, invoke the nemesis, abstract images of past lives kicking in, danger, running for your life, finish him.
Morris Omar, key man or oracle, using trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost and metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brain waves, squashed by heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real, all I see is false evidence, VAR feminists, stomped on by elephants, won't let go prejudice but want Moorish benefits, when you feel the cold magnetic resonance, Apis horns of the sacred book all maleficent, great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence, ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again, use energy right, not put spell effects on men, wandering the earth plane with no they live shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades, it's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday, war ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense and Wiki. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Peace to all the Moors. Peace to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. They really dissed the program. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure out why. Why they sold out. Like, why would you sell out? Why would you sell out? I don't know. Like, what did you get to sell out? Like, what did they give them? What made them say, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go against Noble Drew Ali and his teachings. What made them say? What made them know that they were given everything it takes to save a nation? They take it, save their self and their family or whatever, and sell everybody else up. What did they get? They had to give them something. They couldn't do it for nothing. They couldn't sell out for nothing. No way they sold out for nothing. No way they sold out for nothing. Just like we know somebody has the tapes. Somebody has the tapes. Somebody has the video of Noble Drew Ali and all that. Somebody has the stuff. And same way, somebody has the stuff, not assuming. If they have Garvey audio, trust me, they got Drew Ali audio. Period. So the same way, we're thinking, I don't know. It's like they had to get something. Because if they did it for nothing, like, our people are real demons. Our people are really the lower self. Like our people are, if they did it for nothing. But these people want to play religious games with Noble Drew Ali. You know, like those are the ones we're looking at right now. Because you could just go to Noble Drew Ali's literature. You don't have to go far. All you got to do is go to Drew Ali's literature. That's all. Just go to Drew Ali's literature. So let's go. Noble Drew Ali's literature. Just see what the hell is going on. So today we're going to look at Masterpiece of Religious Literature, Secrets of Other Creeds Revealed. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali has spent many hours preparing the latest edition of the Quran, which will be a masterpiece of religious literature. To Americanize the Quran, to Americanize the Oriental idea of Islam involves many changes that are more or less negative to the main purpose of the Islamic religion. Such changes are carefully considered with the idea to avoid changing the complexion of the original text. So Drew Ali spent many hours studying. And in those hours, compiled for the Moors their own Quran, the Moorish Quran. Not the Arabic Quran, not the Islamic Quran, not the whatever, the Moorish Quran. Right? To Americanize the Oriental idea of Islam, to Americanize, not to Africanize, not to U.S.A.ize, Americanize. Think you didn't know what he's talking about? To Americanize the Oriental idea of Islam? What do you mean, the Oriental idea of Islam? Aren't you told that Islam is some pale Arab stuff and all that stuff? Mecca and running around cubes and all that? That's what they told you. They told you that's Islam, didn't they? No, well, Islam is an Oriental idea. And then you already know he's taking you back to when the world was Asia and it was just Asiatics around here. So everything would be Oriental. Because everybody's Asiatic. You're not debating about anything or whatever like that. Everybody living in harmony on the earth plane. And room for traders and all that stuff. Everybody living in harmony. So this Oriental idea of Islam is the same Oriental idea of Islam that Levi Dowling stole. That nobody's going to say he stole stuff, but they're going to say Drew Ali stole from Levi Dowling. When Levi Dowling stole the stuff from the Orient. Why? Because he's a colonist, just like all the rest of the colonists. Ain't no big deal. That's how they do. They're gonna steal your stuff, say that it's theirs. Duh. What you mean? That's how they do. How are you telling Moors no? No, he didn't do that. Noble Drew Ali plagiarized him. Where did he get it from? Where did he get it? Tell me where he got it from. Oh, so if he got it from somewhere else, then he stole it too, didn't he? And then he more stole it than Noble Drew Ali because he's a modern European. Noble Drew Ali's Asiatic, so he has indigenous claim all over the planet. Which is why he could jack the stuff back and put it in your Quran, Moors. And then you have Moors telling you to go to some East Quran or something like that, as if Drew Ali brought you that. The philosophy of the ancient prophets is the main initiative in the compilation of the Quran. The philosophy of the ancient prophets is the main initiative. And the main initiative is in a compilation. Compilation. Because remember, such changes that Noble Drew Ali's making, not using this, putting that in, putting this chapter, not putting that chapter, were carefully considered. Were carefully considered. Why? Because he doesn't want to cause any confusion with his Quran, which people are going to say is the original text. And he say, no, this is not a remake of that. This is not that for the Moors. No, this is the Moors' own thing. This is our own jurisdiction of holy book. This is our holy book. And then you go on your nationality card and I tell you, Muhammad, Buddha, Jesus, Confucius, which is the philosophy of the ancient prophets. No thoughts of propaganda enter this work, as has been the case of many former religious works, such as the Bible and other books of creed. That's a pretty bold statement, don't you think? Don't you think these people are getting cussed out to their face by Noble Drew Ali? That they're full of BS? So he's telling you. Oh, you don't think? Oh, okay, let's just see. Let's just go again. No thoughts of propaganda enter this work, as has been the case of many former, means prior to him, pre him. So if these former religious works pre him have propaganda in them, then obviously that's not where it's at. Obviously it's about being on the side where there's no propaganda and all you have is truth. Truth in different degrees. Broken down to its origin. So you can't even say you don't get this. Right? And gave the rib shot to the Bible, and then gave the rib shot to Christianity when it said, we don't need that. That's not for our salvation. That's Mars. Constantinians. That's not who we are. We're Moors. Oh yeah, we recognize all the prophets and all that. Yeah, we know who they are, but don't get it twisted or whatever like that. They're gonna run around cubes and all that. No. You got Mecca right over there. People call it Chicago. You go, where you going? Where you going? Jolly set it all up for you, so you have everything. Everything that it takes to save a nation. The sole purpose of the prophet in giving such a message to the world is to save fallen humanity. When a compiler attempts to inject propaganda into a work of this kind, there arises a need to cover the true text in order to prevent a clash with the truth and ideas involved in such propaganda. So we're using Levi Dowling again. He goes, finds out, hey, there's these people over there or whatever like that. They got ancient books and stuff like that. I'm a man of knowing. I'm going to go see what's up. Then he's telling Europeans, yeah, the Aquarian gospel of Jesus Christ and all that stuff. And if you have this, you would have all the lessons that they kept away from you because, right? And then Drew Ali in the same Quran told you, right? The reason these lessons have not been known is because the Muslims of India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them back from the outside world. And when the time appointed by Allah, they loosened the keys and freed these secrets. And for the first time in ages, have these secrets been delivered in the hands of the Muslims of America. These lessons have not been known because some people were traitors and they're keeping this information to themselves, getting fat and all that stuff, and then the people are toothpick. And then they can't figure this stuff out because the people who that they trusted sold them out. And they still have trust in them after they sell them out. Drew Ali took away all of the secrets. He made it plain, simple. We show you Moors. We've been talking about it. You know, there's Moorish children that they know who they are. They get what's up. Like they get what's up. I'm not debating about are we Moors and all this, like adults. They're children and they get it. And you're not going to convince them that they're black either. And they're not brainwashed and they're not part of a cult or nothing like that. They're getting A's and all that stuff in school. Stop the BS. Moors already checkmated everybody. Game's been over. Our people are asleep. That's why Drew Ali again told him they sleep too much. Nah, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm awake. The hell out of here. Sleepy Moors. You're asleep. Just comatose. You didn't even drink last night or nothing like that. You're just comatose. Former works of this kind have either hindered or helped the nations proportionately to the adherence to the truth as to the original purpose of keeping the ignorant in such a state. Works before him have either helped or hindered humanity. If it hindered humanity, then people should be on the pole swinging. Tape, duct tape to the pole, can't breathe through the tape or something like that. Because you can't tell me you're not mad yet or whatever. You can't tell me you're not upset with what's going on. As soon as it starts getting messed up, here comes the prophet and all that stuff, bringing the salvation to the nations, and then they receive the light of God, and then he gets murdered, and then they go back to being a dumbass. And then and the prophet comes, and then they start embracing the prophet. Oh yes, and they follow him down the stream as he spoke to them in the parables of the ancient tongues of the whatever, and they murder him. And the people go back to being a dumbass. Well, after all this happening, boy who cried wolf and all that stuff, last prophet came. Brought you this book called Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, or Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science. And this book was teaching you the ancient lessons that all the ancients know, which is why they were ruling, because they had that information. Remember, you're becoming the logos when you're reading the Circle 7. Remember, 101 questionnaire is one-on-one with Noble Drew Ali. Like, he's talking to you in 101 questions. That's not the paid words on the page and all that stuff. That's Drew Ali talking to you. And that's him talking to you off the book. And then that's its own realm. Because that has the history, that has the religion, that has the spirituality, that has the metaphysics, that has everything in it. But in question and answer for children. For children. For children. Now the point is keeping the ignorant away from this information where we're at. But as we know, mankind is an ignorant race. That's just what they are. But there's other ones who are sentient, vibrating on frequencies and all that stuff. Those are the ones that mean something. The ones that refuse to be ignorant. Right? Cussing them out to their face again. Right? It is hard to resist the temptation to use this medium for gain. So all these package selling whoever's, $3,500 for mortgage class and all that. Commerce gurus. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard for them to resist the temptation to use the medium of uplifting fallen humanity for gain. Because remember, that's the foundation. Right? The thing that we're doing, liberate the people and free the people and fight the power and whatever like that, that's uplifting fallen humanity. Scattered into all these different things that people are using as their little slogan for their woke and all that stuff. All that's uplifting fallen humanity. Whatever you call it. Jolly was a mastermind. He wasn't a dummy. Hence, many of the former treaties on works of this kind have been means to foster ideas of the unscrupulous, wherein they desired to use religious influence for gain. Calling everybody out. All these liars. Telling their fictions to the world. With not even a rap of their knuckles with a ruler. They're not even getting that. People getting full passes for BS. And then when the place falls to shit, now people are talking about some invisible thing over there did it. When it was their own. Just like we tell you with the 5 highwaymen that has murdered someone that they're supposed to be protecting and serving and all that stuff. Right? Murdered him. Murdered him. Was it some crackers? Was it some racist crackers? Racist pigs. The pigs in there. It wasn't the. Oh. Okay. Okay. Everybody was mad when Drew Ali was on the scene. Everyone was mad. No matter how much enemies he had. We keep talking about dirty Moors and then we're just looking at the temple Moors who sold out. And all these people who weren't even in the temple that were selling out. It's like you got them today. Many of the former treaties on works of this kind have been the means to foster ideas of the unscrupulous, wherein they desired to use religious influence for gain. The many secrets known to the prophet that could be used for the salvation of the nation were either left out or colored to an extent that their meaning was made void. Such is not the case with this edition of the Quran. Such is not the case with this edition. And of all the many secrets known to the prophet that could be used for the salvation of the nation, there was some stuff that was left out. And there was stuff that was just so much BS that why are we even talking about this in our holy book for the Moors? Why? What's the point? Right? Because it's colored. So why did I tell people you're Negro, black, colored, and then I'm writing colorable stuff in my literature? And a dumbass prophet is that? All the secrets of the ages known to man are put into this work. Remember he said he took away all the secrets? And he gave them to you? Because forget 48 laws of power and all that stuff. Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science. Study that like you study 48 laws of power and all that. Because all the secrets of the ages known to man are put into this work. So what are you telling me about some other stuff? Honors to Noble Drew Ali. Yeah, honors to Noble Drew Ali. Well, the Quran of Mecca, what are you talking about? Quran of Mecca and all this stuff. Oh, you mean Circle 7? No, I mean the Quran of Mecca. What do you mean Quran of Mecca? What do you mean that? Which book are you holding up when you say that? Because if all the secret ages known to man are put into this work, then what do you mean you need something else for? Don't you hear? All the secrets of the ages known to man are put into this work. You got marital issues? Go read Quran. I bet you it solve your problems. Bet you. You got some internal BS going on that you don't know how to deal with? Go read the Quran. I bet you the answer is going to reveal itself to you. Bet you. The secrets known only to the Magi are here revealed. The reading of the stars, the interpretation of the marriage relations, the understanding of the span of life, and other such as has been kept from the Occidental world are in this book boldly brought out. The secrets only known to the Magi is what Drew Ali brought back to you. Trust with these secrets, you will get yourself and your house and everything else in order. The Quran, Americanized as it will be, can be bought in a few weeks. It will be sent to all governors of the more science temples of America by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So the Quran, as Americanized as it is, means that if you hear him mention Quran, you shouldn't be looking at some stuff over in the East. You should be looking at what your prophet brought you as your Quran. Just like Constantinian, whoever, is going to have their holy book. And you already know Nicene Conference and all that stuff, but let them do their thing. That's what they, all right, do your thing. You think that's where it's at. Whoever they are, they have their sacred texts that everybody knows. The guy who was the Son of God, he brought us this. Everybody. They have their own. And they have their day when they have their statue of him or her, and then they build their stuff, and then they parade it down the street and all that stuff, and all those gods of whatever look like Negro, black, colored people. So if all these people around the world, their God is you, then why are you playing games? They're waiting for you to be yourself. Just waiting. So just sitting back, just waiting. They're going to be yourself. Yeah, I saw one the other day or whatever like that. Yeah, I saw him. He had a good, his fez was, his turban. Caught me off guard. Maybe watching more is honors to you for knowing who you are and being yourself. Honors to you. Most definite honors to you. The Quran Americanized, as it will be, can be bought in a few weeks. It will be sent to all governors of the Moorish Science Temples of America. Hold on a second. Governors? There's governors. What do you mean governors? That's not religious. Is that religious? What are you talking to governors? Oh, government? Oh, okay. Oh, so this is not religious. Somebody played you and lied to you. Made you think that he brought you some religious thing. When everything he spoke about was nation. Constantly, nation. Claim your nationality. You're not Negro, black, colored. Constitutional fold. Why is he talking like this if he's religious? Why is he sending this quote-unquote religious book to all the governors? What's the governor supposed to do? Well, what's the governor supposed to do when they get the book? What's the governor supposed to do? Put it in the chat. If you're a governor and then you're just chilling at the office or whatever like that, and then the mailman comes by, yeah, I got a parcel for the governor. And then the governor goes, Mr. Envelope back, and then Quran's in there. And that's from Noble Drew Ali. What are you going to do, Governor? What? And then every time you bring up Quran, here comes some people telling you about some Levi Dowling or something. As if that has something to do with Noble Drew Ali. As if he didn't lay it out, all out. That the many secrets known to the Prophet that could be used for the salvation are ancient lessons. Anybody have no monopoly on ancient lessons? But through all of his studying that he did, he selected what we needed for us to be saved, mentally, spiritually, socially, economically. All the 9 battlefronts that Francis Cress Welsing talks about. Had something to fix every one of those. Only one. No one else did it. No one else did it. But they neglect this man. No, it's all right. No worries. Do your thing. Because we're going to be here doing what we have to do. Peace and love to all the Moors. Keep in mind, Moors, keep in mind, Moors, Drew Ali did some work. Drew Ali did some work. Put it in. Mad work. And even left us with stuff that we can take and use. And honors to the Moors who took it and used it. Honors to you. Honors to the Moors who give Drew Ali the honors. Just take the honors from that? No, I don't deserve honors to go. Just give it to Drew Ali. I don't need honors. Give all my honors to the Prophet. Know that because of you, having respect and honor and dignity with this stuff that Noble Drew Ali brought you, know that you're one of the few faithful Moors. Know that. And you know what's what? Honors to you. Honors to you. This is us right now. This is us right now. Moors all over. Being themselves. Being themselves. Why? Well, the hell else we're going to be? There's going to be some fiction. Stop the dumb stuff. So honors to all the Moors who know that they're Moors. Peace and love. Oh yeah. And quick note too. RV Bay Publications is going to be processing the proclamations sealings. That is not going to be going through Connecticut anymore. So check the website for the update. And keep in mind that when you're talking about paperwork and when you're talking about writs and stuff like that, witnesses have the same power as a seal. So don't lose your mind that you got to get something sealed or something like that. Get 3 witnesses, let them each put their thumbprint on it, and that counts as this is a sealed document. Just go take it anywhere they're going to take it because there's witnesses. Right? Don't going nuts now, sending stuff in that you don't need to be. You got 18 Moors around you, you're sending stuff in to get sealed. Like, just use those Moors as witnesses. Save yourself the headache of all the back and forth mail and all that stuff. Send it once, just to whoever you're sending it to, opposed to sending it back and forth and all this. You know, these people open mail and all that. Anyways. Right? So that's just a note. So check the rvbaypublications.com site for the update. Make sure. And make sure to get the new one, hardcover or soft cover. Hardcover or soft cover. Pictographic Chronicle of the Muslim Turban. Just saw the flip through. Ooh, can't wait to see it. Ooh, it'll be so good. It's going to be so good. And you can get that at khalifamedia.com. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Peace and love to all the Moors. Islam.
My legs don't tire, vibration getting higher, my soul is on fire, with the holy zeal, how I feel, unstoppable agent should just retire, I'm from the empire,
no matter what you say,
I'm from the empire,
L's, days, Al's, Ali's and days,
I'm from the empire, Drew Ali, brought the truth, you a liar, that's why you gotta plot, scheme and conspire.
Energy likes to flow, don't damn it up, keep growing, let them hate and get mad at us, they ain't really had enough, so the truth we keep hammer run till it's a part of every part and there's no more battling, no more denying who you really are. Imagine if there were no mores denying who they really are. A Lodio, no rentors, hire yourself the mentor. Dirty Moors and temptors, caveat emptor. When I look below I see the road where schemes work, where traitors grin, where the culprits and the fiends lurk. What it seems first might not be what it is. View the world through the pineal, not your other lids. Now you know just what it is. There's no hiding in the age of Aquarius. Various truths now known to the average man, and I'm glad it is. A fake life ain't what I'm with. Support the real, not the fraudulent. Facts are non-debatable, this is not an argument. And why they say I'm not going back and forth with you? All combos are back and forth, so what's the issue? You need some tissue for your crybaby ways. I'm from the empire, not a slave. I'm amazed how many people in denial to this day refuse to turn away from the path that leads straight to the grave. I'm from the empire.
Don't inspire, my legs don't tire, vibration getting higher, my soul is on fire, with the holy zeal, how I feel, unstoppable agent should just retire. I'm from the empire,
no matter what you say,
I'm from the empire,
L's, days, Al's, Ali's and days,
I'm from the empire, Drew Ali, brought the truth, you a liar, that's why you gotta plot, scheme and conspire.
Road tax, income tax, inheritance tax, low interest value added tax, and add more tax on top of that. They picking shots like these lotto max, legalese by these legal thieves. You be catching feelings, paying all these fees. Naturally, commonly, the law applies to humanity without a loss or injury. Shawshank, we free. Psychotherapy publication, RV. The more bites you don't like, you must be crazy. Sell me out and call it brotherly. 20,000 and me talking Philly. That's why Julie told you to study, cause niggas love money. So buyers beware, package sellers, knife feathers, L's and bays. They come in all shapes and forms with agent ways. What you paying for? A star in the moon, pyramid, compass, two trinities and 3 threes. You pay for Islam when that's free. It's who I am, evergreen, repping everlasting life. They channeling my energy over candlelight. Pentagon, 5 points, ignite. The empire strikes.
My D don't expire, my legs don't tire, vibration getting higher, my soul is on fire, with the holy zeal, how I feel, unstoppable agent should just retire. I'm from the empire,
no matter what you say,
I'm from the empire,
L's, days, Al's, Ali's and days,
I'm from the empire, Drew Ali, brought the truth, you a liar, that's why you gotta plot, scheme and conspire.
Then we burn fire, tie up traitors, cut off tongues of liars, start power, make them cower and raise flames higher, burn to crisp dirty Moors and opportunist scheming. Have you not mastered fruition, just believing? Have you in Balenciaga, not a duality? Or empire bump wild hellfire and duality? Fezzes or turbans with no shrine of symbols or tuck tassels. Nobles not vassals, temples or castles. Scimitars or moon phases. Lions roam, birds sing from no cages. Ageless, elders with the staff, purple amethyst round tables. The day's order, nationality, no false labels, shadow in their stables, fell for missing fables, disconnected no energy through Allah's cables, missing the message that's hidden in questions, have no regrets in life, just learn lessons, turn curses into blessings, not blessings, in public stay private, keep them guessing, ceilings like the heavens, as foreigners obsess our possessions, when given our sacred resins, judicial confessions, bring up reflections of past life aggressions, ancient royalty had processions and no depressions, his quest for knowledge made mental health flourish, and told me never deny that my empire is Moorish.
My feet don't expire, my legs don't tire, vibration getting higher, my soul is on fire, with the holy zeal, how I feel, unstoppable age, you should just retire, I'm from the empire,
No matter what you say,
I'm from the empire,
L's, days, Al's, Ali's, and days.
I'm from the empire, Drew Ali, brought the truth, you a liar, that's why you gotta plot, scheme, and conspire.
Yo, Grand Sheet, man, these fools is pissing me off. I already told you not to entertain these fools, man. What's wrong with you?
You know I got him.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, it's getting to a point where I'm ready, yo. It's just some button cut shit I'm on, bro. Straight button cut.
In the scope.
Any violation, you already know what it is. I ain't even into no long talking. I don't even have to bring the thing for them, but, yo, them fools, y'all have to know their self and know their place.
You guys are killing yourselves. Always looking for a way out. Only way out is hard work. If you don't do it yourself, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna sit there and fucking listen to sellouts that's gonna help you get to where you need to get to. These weave-wearing, fat, lazy people.
Tongue scimitar left the sheets, dirty moors are beneath, replace the mother's head, have her carry their wreath, traders with cockeyes and coffee-stained teeth, smoking a bogey, wrote a book with Rami, thought he's my homie, now he's flying cartoon flags, dancing like a drag queen, whale face, when you look up what a fag mean, camera L big face, look up treason, stay in the Canaanland but not seen at Temple 5 meetings, using our address to disrespect is callous, see me and look down, eye contact leaves him paralysis, Moors begging to light him up like Aurora Borealis, instead of dropping rolls on them, drop a Moorish palace, Hulk smashed to dust, blow away like blunt trash, trader more so dirty, lips have a cunt rash, claim they leave the station, just saw the punks pass, Butler Moore's claim consul general flashing a badge, made in China by a Taj Street made dick rider, selling false promises, or die by witch fire, burned at the stake under a heaping pile of Mahdi. The smell would be disgusting but make me happy. Don't drink enough water, watch how the lips chappy. Lying on Drew Ali, belly yellow like Aki. When dirty Moors ambush, they spit on but never slap me. Not even a punch. These online talking shit punks, using Zooms to sell a package. 35 racks, violate Zodiac and Divine. 35 straps tied to a pole. 20 more for selling your soul. Use a fire hose when trolls spraying the trolls. Head kicked like a field goal. See me like a peephole. Keep you part and partial so you never be whole. Online scholars nowadays play a unique role. Sell a package to the right more buried in a deep hole. Wrapped in plastic, call them Snickers. Using my name to upload titles, got them triggered. Zombified in their lives, out eyes, falling skippers. Abandoned Moorish ties to be spies for vicars. Ladies in the red dress call Hayes and Callaways. If they had obeyed, they wouldn't be dragged through the alleyways. I'm not cordial, thrown in a portal for immortals. Negro bystanders think it's paranormal, but it's formal. We don't argue or quarrel. Dirty Moore should get touched for acting clitoral. Stroked when provoked, sellouts wearing the yoke, tilling the lands on bare hands and knees for jokes, or calling the clan. Deliver a sellout to the grand wizard, or make them lick a frozen pole during a blizzard, or waist high in a fish tank around his richen. On my Clint Eastwood, I can't stand niggas. Don't want to mirror Moors and act like slave pitchers. Watch for dirty Moors, they move like snake slither. Treason committed, under torture, quick to admit it. Cleverness of the righteous surprises the wicked.
Sitting on the couch all day, just sitting here telling y'all what to do. And y'all just sitting here fat, watching them, paying for these dumbass packages. There's no sugar coating. That's what it is. That's what's happening.
Actually, lucky thing I don't have much more room to talk. I had enough to say too, you know. You guys ain't fucking with none of our leaders, bro. Not our Grand Sheik, anybody. And today Jamal got free up too. Rise of the Moors, you know what it is. We all over, worldwide, universal. Islam.
Honest to the prophet, noble Charlie. First and foremost, Moors at the shore, pushing them overboard. Solid. Storming outside. Storming outside. This'll be the last time I told you, but the first time I showed you, I told the truth of love, cause, and effects. Ain't pressed or vexed, don't be stressed, want more, nothing less, pressing against my impress, baby, let go of the stress, I put some birds in the nest, but what's next, but baby, I'm buck wild, they book the whole crowd, she come with the force now, we getting divorced now, but I love it. Hate to keep the peace of mind the size of peas of pine cones. Got me at home, making love alone, the metronome. To make it known, I got hip-hop in a dreadlock. A higher octave, a octagon, you can stop, but that hex is on you. Have you seen Saw 2? My gin got me wanting you, boo. All in my ear telling me what to do. He be spraying what he's saying. Still he in the trunk, you a ghost in a cell. Still he got debunked, fighting for his freedom. Still he got some lump. Moors at the shore, pushing them overboard. Waist at his ankles, but it hit him from an angle that he couldn't recover. Back on the covers, closing the cover, Indian in the cupboard, too young for the reference. So they put black on us, just more misnomers. Moors at the shore, so that you missing the source. Annoyance, more clairvoyance, I got appointed. Anointed, vision from God made me enormous.
Walk the plank while moored on the bank. Scimitar pokes, not a jailhouse shank. Pirates of Barbary chase him with a Corvette. Dr. Mindbender, seduce him with the Baroness. Cut him like Gillette, Ham, not Japheth. Noble Drew Ali before Buddha or Muhammad. Fez and turban, wet sweat dripping from my forehead. Looking like a family crest with a moorhead. Your ancestors called it magic, Thor said. Moors custodians of Egypt, priests with a hawk head. Devils we call colonists, blacks full of incompetence. Only debate equals FOH theologists. And others religious around truth acts suspicious. Allah is within us, external gods fictitious. Identity descriptive, lies are so vicious. Malicious, delectable Negroes delicious. Fraud foreskin rings eaten by politicians. Sleep with the dean for Ivy League admissions. Suck pastor, rabbis love circumcisions. Imam got Muslims worshipping apparitions. To only accept death wearing a red dress. Killing you with stress, minds being possessed. Fines being no less on contracts acquiesce. Show law no respect but want Moors as defense. Lacking common sense, leave them in suspense. Truth gets absorbed, lies always reflects. Moors at the shore, pushing them overboard. Enter shark infested, calling for their lord. Or fall on their sword, that's your reward. Shots fired, hang them like a bulletin board.
Iron Sheik 8. Iron Sheik 8. Martyrdom. Priesthood is dead. On the way. It's on the way. Just know it's on the way. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. And when people get blocked and then they pop up with a new name and are pretending as if they never got slapped already or whatever. And the key is what Mother Roz said the other day. They are getting desperate. The stuff is so fallen that they're sending whoever. They're sending whoever to be a distraction to you. They're sending whoever. Anybody they can find, any crackhead wants a little piece of rock, they're gonna use them, put a fez on them and all that stuff. Start talking about these people are Moors. People are meth addicts or something. These people are people who went through child services, got abused and all that stuff, and don't have anything better to do with their life than talk BS about Moors and talk BS about Moor Science Temple just because they know. They know. Really think we wouldn't put the bat to some of these traders? Send muftis for people? You think we wouldn't? Because people are causing a disservice for no reason. Because they're Moors too. So why are they playing around? Why are they playing games with people? If they know that they're Moors and they're teaching people that they're El and Bay and whatever like that, then why are they playing games with people? Why are they effing around? Because there is a reason. There is a purpose. These have to be sent people. You could say whatever you want about any Moor, M-U-U-R, M-A-U-R, Moorish American, Moor, M-O-R-E, Al-Moroccan, whatever. All the same people. Anybody who claiming any of that, and they're sitting in the seat of the Moorish whatever, and they're doing BS, talk crazy about them. Don't throw Moor Science Temple under the bus and all that stuff, because you're playing games. Because when you get checked again by Moors, because remember, people changed their name and stuff like that. Now they're Meru State Republic and all this. What happened to the other stuff that you were before that? What happened to that? Oh, that didn't work out, so now you're AMPAC. Oh, that didn't work out because when you were USAR, that was some BS. And then, well, we need a Moorish American consulate to do the relations with us and the European and whatever like that. Consulate people locked up right now. Consulate people who are in China selling ID that they never used to even come back to America. Why are they in China? If he's American, what's he doing in China? Nah, well, that's a good brother, and he's doing FOH for you too, if you're riding with these people. FOH for you too. Right, big FOH if you're riding with some trader in China, selling you ID that he never used to leave China. Well, it works when I use it. Duh, why wouldn't it work? The system's falling. Isn't the system falling? Didn't the Black Pope and all this stuff like that, they fell and Google got sued and whatever like that. So then why are we playing around? So if the stuff's over, then what are we doing? Oh, we're going to sell IDs to people. The stuff's falling, which means, well, they should be just giving the stuff for free, because if the fiat's worth nothing, then why are they asking for it? Right? And then when they get it, why are they not doing anything for the nation? Like, why aren't doing anything for the nation? Oh, because you realize that people who are getting into this, they're not getting into it with a foundation of knowledge. They're getting into it built on sand. You're already done. They will let you play your little game, set up your table and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Do your thing on the sand. Don't worry. Yeah, well, the sand is, well, you know, that's the ocean right there, right? Yeah, well, we're going to have the vibranium. And then we're going to build the buildings out of vibranium, and then the water's not going to bother us. Stop the BS. Everybody sold you out, including your own. Everyone sold you out. Right? So some critical thinking from Mars, right? You cannot understand holistically international law if you're still identifying as Moorish American. Two, it's impossible to start a state government and identify as a Moorish American or American. Why? Because America, USA, is already established government. And the Moorish America is not a place / landmass. This is Morocco, not America. 13 colonies. 13 colonies is not America. That's U.S.A. 14 colonies is not America. 18 colonies, provinces, all that's not America. That's European colonization in indigenous land, first of all. And anybody who is making a claim on a landmass that's not theirs is a foreigner. And the only way they're going to have the authority to claim as a foreigner that they have any jurisdiction in land that's not theirs is because the Aboriginal and Indigenous people are a dumbass. And they call themselves fictions instead of calling themselves a nation. Now, where's the brilliance now? Where's the brilliance? Where's the brilliance? Where's the brilliance really coming from? Where's the brilliance coming from? Us saying that we're Moorish American and talking about over here history being Moorish lands. Look at what he's doing. Remember, this is 1920s, right? Keep in mind, this is 1920s. To all governors, grand sheiks, and head officials of temples. To all governors, grand sheiks, and head officials of temples, by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, said the following thing during this, our very first convention. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said that the Moorish Science Temple of America was organized to play a useful and defined part in the advancement of the sacred obligation of American citizenship. Let's stop right there. If you think Moorish Science Temple of America, Moorish Divine National Movement, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Old Canaanite Temple, Moorish Nation, Moorish Empire, if you think that that's something religious, you're a dumbass. And somebody played you, because any thinking being is going to go to the source of the claim. Nobody was talking anything about status and all that stuff before Noble Drew Ali in America. No one. And everybody recognizes him as the founder of teaching Islam to niggers in America. The damn Negro black coloreds could have learned anything. Set up their black schools and all of this BS. playing games. Why is he talking about the advancement of the sacred obligation of American citizenship in a church? In a temple? Oh yeah, this is a temple. More Science Temple of America. Okay, so that means it's a building and people go there and pray. Who said that? Who told you that? You're very mistaken if you think Moorish anything is some Islamic religious do salat and all that stuff. You're playing games. Playing supreme games. Now remember, this is by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This is by order of Grand Body, and this is an order of Supreme Grand National Governor of whatever. And it was them. This isn't from them. This is from Drew Ali. So that means they should be doing everything with. If these are to all governors, grand sheiks, and head officials of temples in the 20s, that our duty as More Science Temple of America is to be organized and play a useful and defining part in the advancement of the sacred obligation of American citizenship. Not U.S. citizenship. Not U.S.A. citizenship, like some people have at the back of national. Noble Drew Ali said U.S.A. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He said American citizenship. Because where are you? You're in the Americas. Are you a dumbass? What are you talking about? This is Morocco and all this stuff. We're not even going there. We're not even going there. We're keeping this at its common denominator. This is not some religious thing. As soon as in your mind, More Science Temple of America, and you start looking at Holy Quran, and you start thinking about, oh yeah, we're going to go to church, the More Science Temple Church, and as Moors, we're going to have our own temples because the Buddhists have a temple, and no, this ain't what that is. Somebody played you. Somebody played you, supreme played you. Right? No, now look again. You're going to say Moors don't have their own state and all that, right? No, this is no. Right? As the Moorish divine and national movement was founded for the uniting of the Asiatic states of North America. I thought Moors didn't have their own state. I thought Drew Ali didn't bring Moors a state. If Drew Ali's telling you that there's Asiatic states, right? And then you're going to go divine origin of the Asiatic nations and tell you the fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America, wouldn't that mean that that's your nation? Is this stuff advanced? This is not advanced. Drew Ali's the founder of it all. Give him his honors so we can get some stuff done, because you people are playing games and 6 temples aren't going to save the nation. Sorry. Everybody's sold out. So Drew Ali left you everything. Pieced everything together. You have the full puzzle. Full puzzle. Puzzle's done, the plastics over it and all that. And you're talking about, we gotta get some more pieces for the puzzle, because let's just get that thing right there. Let's cut out some pieces or whatever like that. Let's put a puzzle together. And the puzzle's missing parts. How's the puzzle missing parts? Plastics on it and everything. You just have to sit back and watch. Like, wow, somebody actually sat there and put all these pieces together. Those pieces are tiny. Like, how the hell do you do that? Stuff put together for you already. There go these Moors playing games. And Drew, by order of the Prophet, all governors, grand sheiks, and all of them. Find me some more Science Temple of America who went to one of these UN or whoever and had some relations with them. Even an email, even a writ that you sent. Let's see how much of these grand whoever's, these grand whatevers. Let's see how many of them played international connections with the. Why? Why not? Because this is about North America. This isn't about South America. This isn't about the islands and all that. This is about North America. This is about the Asiatic states of North America. What are these Asiatic states? These temples, these institutions, these businesses, all those are exercising as a state. Because this is theocratic. Allah guides this. Allah guides this. Go ask some of these grand whoever's. Go find me some of these grand whoever's who have the convention minutes and ask them how come they're not making the convention minutes public so people could see what was going on. And then they could go in all the names, and then they could research all the names of everybody who went to the convention, and then ask themselves, why is so-called black history prominent people going to the Moorish convention? Like, why are they going there? Obviously they're a member. Right? Is the man grand body today? And why there are two temples with the same numbers? So first of all, before you even go anywhere, right? So first of all, to the point, Moors, Noble Drew Ali did it all already. The fact that you're new to the MSTA and you're new to this information and you're new to whatever like that means these Moorish grand whoever's didn't do their job. They didn't put on or they didn't carry out the sacred obligation of American citizenship to all the other people out here who are dumb nigger. They let them stay dumb nigger. And now here we are trying to fix this mess that these sellouts made. So if this is, there's no you're new. You're a Moor. You've been a Moor. Somebody played you out of your birthright and your inheritance. Because they should have told you before anything about this individual, Noble Drew Ali, who's the founder of teaching Islam in America to the so-called Negro black colored people who don't know theirself. And Islam that he was teaching them isn't some go and pray and do salat. That's not the Islam that he brought to Moors. That's a whole other stuff that we can't even deal with right now. So the issue is that they never told you about Noble Drew Ali. Because when you go check Noble Drew Ali himself, you'll realize that he told all these traders that they're supposed to tell you this info. Why don't you know? Can't blame the white man because he ain't got nothing to do with this. He don't got no jurisdiction in Moorish affairs. Why I think these people could go and murder El Hajj? Why do you think they could do that? You think all these people don't know that they sold out? They know they sold out. As soon as he got the L, he came back from Hajj. Oh yeah, we're going to murder him. Because he's going to tell. Because now he has the L now. Khalid came out, said he's a Moor and all that stuff. Dead. Most Def said he's a Moor. Kidnap him, get him out of circulation. What do you mean Yasin Bey? You're Most Def. We're not going there with you. That's the key. The key is Noble Drew Ali and what he presented. You get that, the lock's going to open. And you're going to be in this treasure chest until you're gray. Because Juali said that he brought Moors everything it takes to save a nation, and told them take it and save themselves. The same stuff that they don't want. The same stuff that the UN, where's the international law? With international law, Article 3 says indigenous people have the right to self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. International law says indigenous people, in exercising their right to self-determination, have the right to autonomy or self-government in matters relating to their internal and local affairs. Not international affairs, local affairs. As well as ways and means for financing their autonomous functions. Right? And then we're going to stop there. So if Noble Drew Ali told Moors, Asiatic states of North America, and gave you a flag, and then everybody's just going to use this one flag, anywhere you are is the Asiatic state. Any business you go to is of the Asiatic state. They just play you and say Chinatown to get you messed up thinking that's a state. It's not a town. That's their own jurisdiction. The highwaymen don't even go in there. Catering to their own. What does it say? Right to self-determination. Asians are determined, huh? Oh, Asians, Asiatic. Oh, so maybe that's why Asian people could do this everywhere. Everywhere you go, there they have their state. And then Negro, black, colored people playing around over here, the city of whatever, and then they're playing mayoral racing and all this BS. Instead of having their own stuff like everybody else does. Because everybody's Asiatic. If everywhere was once Asia, then all the indigenous people are Asiatic. All the indigenous people. Anybody else who's not indigenous, they're a foreigner. Well, if Asiatics is everywhere, foreigner, what do you mean foreigner from where? If Asiatics run the show, where these foreigners come from? If the world was one landmass and it was all us, and it was called Asia, and everybody's Asiatic, and Drew Ali said, go back to the state of mind of ancient forefathers or whatever, and he kept using Asiatic as a reference, you should at least be going back to Asia as your reference point, your timeline. You should at least be going back to when the entire world was known as Asia and there was only Asiatics on it. So you can grasp the significance of the Asiatic references with Drew Ali, including Asiatic states of North America. That's the self-determination. We have a constitution. That's the self-autonomy. That's the self-government. And we've been exercising the government. It's what you make it. So I drew Ali see it. So it's your life you have to put on the line to protect this. This is not for everybody. There's been a sellout. There's been a sellout, and people were either tight-lipped, they didn't say anything, or they sold you out. Right? Everything he brought to save a nation. Everything he brought. Right? Self-government. Self-control. Self-command are synonyms of self-government. So when they call you black and then you just have to hold the scimitar and just hold it in the sheath, and you just have to have self-control, that's self-government. Why? Because government is governmental. So if government is governmental, self-government is you having self-control. You using your mind. Government under the control and direction of the inhabitants of a political unit rather than an outside authority. Government under the control and direction of the inhabitants of a political unit rather than an outside authority. All right, so this is where it comes in now, where you're saying about the second part with why is there temples with two same numbers? Because there was self-government. And people did whatever they wanted to do instead of staying in order. So you can't use the gauge of temple whatever. Because once you say more science temple only, then you're getting everything but what you're really supposed to get. That's why you're going to see Canaanland more science temple. So only that comes up. Because all the other stuff is going to be BS. If you just put more science temple. That's why I said Great Seal, more science temple. Soul temple, more science temple. To show that there's a distinction between what you've been used to and what the stuff actually is. Or if it's not what it is, as close to what it is as possible. Because all those people over there who call themselves Grand Sheik too are traitors. And the literature was sent out to all the governors, Grand Sheiks, and everybody else. And they were supposed to carry out the sacred obligation of American citizenship to all the unconscious Asiatics in North America. Because remember, South America, they already got their nationality. They don't need Drew Ali and all that. They already got their nationality. They already told you that FU and finger and all that. Right? There's been lots of confusion caused because of self-government. So you have to gauge by, the works and what you actually can see to say, yes, This is the start point. This is the end point. This is how, okay, they did certain things. It's documented. And of course, you know, others must also hear of the good being done. Right? So the self-government goes both ways, just like everything else, because there has to be balance. So don't go, you know, egomaniac with the self-government. Because self-government starts with self-control. AKA governing yourself. Have to govern yourself first. Self-government broadly, control of one's own affairs. Controlling your affairs? If you're controlling your affairs, that's self-government. And you doing that is closer to what Drew Ali brought for you than half these people out here saying that they're Moors. Because the Moorish mystique is used by opportunists. You know, they'll throw stuff that Moors say, keywords out, and all that stuff to rope people. Right? That's why it's messed up. This is why we keep saying that the boat has left the dock, because we can't turn the boat around to come get you. Right? For all the new people, we can't turn the boat around to get you. You know what I mean? That's absolutely counterproductive, right? It's not your fault that you missed the stuff, but you know what I mean? People sold you out, made you miss the boat, and then now you're complaining that the white man or something. No, it's your own who sold you out, made you miss the boat. They didn't tell you that you had a ticket. They didn't tell you the date. They didn't tell you that it was free. They didn't tell you anything. Told you nothing. Just left you, Negro, black, colored, playing games with you. Then you find out about stuff, Moors, what is this and all that. You start doing a little bit of research. And then you catch yourself. Like, hold on a second. How come there's no Moorish anything? Like, where's the Moorish stuff? Yeah. Right. Right. The only ones that are in one accord are the ones that when you greet them, Islam, and then we're happy and we go get some stuff done because we're Moors. Ain't nothing to debate. What are we doing? That's the only ones. Everybody else playing games with you. Right? If 6 out of 10 Moors are gonna give you a bill after a 2-hour conversation for $5,000, there's a sellout. You don't get mad. You realize that there's a sellout, and praise Allah that Drew Ali brought me everything it takes to save a nation so I could save myself. And save yourself. And then the Moors who are on the boat, you know what I mean? You already know what it is. We're just sticking our head out the veil, just waving at some people. Whoever sees, they're going to get over and we'll pull them behind the veil. You know what I mean? Everybody else is, you know, they're in the matrix. They're in the pod still. Let them do their pod stuff. We'll be over here flying and all this stuff. So you should be clear. You should be clear that Juali's not some religious guy. Anybody telling you that he's some religious guy, they're a sellout. Right? Because he is not some religious guy. He's not. Period. So don't just listen to whoever. Fact check everybody. Fact check everybody. Right? Fact check everybody. Right? You should have been even taking notes, because I'm sure some of these Moors gave some reference points even in the chat. That you should have even been taking some notes down of what some Moors say in the chat, because ain't no trolls and all that stuff over here. You know what I mean? All these Moors on here. All these Moors are students. And they know themselves too. You push any one of them on the live and it'll be just like you just sat here for an hour. Same thing. They go in their own library and pull out stuff and blow your brain. No, this is not some one-man operation or something like that. All right. Moors are active, not passive. And all of the stuff doesn't matter. That people have been playing around with you. Right? Don't let them play with you anymore. You're not Negro, black, colored. First of all, you're a Moor, or you're a Moorish American, or you're a descendant of a Moroccan born in America, or you're a national, but you're not Negro, black, colored. You're not Negro, black, colored. You're Moors. And the fact that we're Moors, we should honor our foremothers and forefathers so our days could be long on the earth line, instead of following some BS that keeps getting us murdered. And we keep hexing ourselves. Keep committing human rights suicide. You ain't got any rights. Talking crazy. Just remember, how come they don't talk about Noble Drew Ali and Black History Month? Because they would end it. Because they're not black. Stop the BS. But people want to play their little game, so they're black. And they're gonna get their 50 billion from the corporate states and all that stuff, and the black stuff is gonna continue. And conditions are gonna keep getting worse. Then a girl's gonna go to the store and come back home and tell her mom, "Mom, I saw more. He had the fez and everything." What's the difference between Moors and Peace Stones? Ain't no Peace Stones. That's El Ruckins. And El Ruckins is no gang. That's BS. That's yellow journalism and all that stuff to try to make them look like they were doing something foolish. That was the Fruits of Islam. That was the Mufti Force. That was the African Legion. Right? Ain't no peace stones. That's El Ruckin. El's Moorish, ain't it? Oh, okay. And then you just go look up El Ruckin, and they got fezzes on, and they got the fatigues on, and all that stuff. What do you think that is? What do you think that is? A gang? That's a gang? Really? You tell me that's a gang? Really? How's a gang MSTA? Exactly. How's a gang MSTA? Doesn't make any sense. You know how mad they were with Chief Malik? You know how mad they were? They were mad. Big mad. Right? There ain't no difference. Those are Moors. Those are Moors. Those are Moorish Americans, descendants of Moroccans born in America. They have a nationality and birthrights. They know who they are. It's been turned into, the same thing again with the sellout again. And the sellout again is why you have certain things. Right? The other side that's going to play games with you. You're caught up in some BS. Right. Ujwali did a wondrous work by bringing us the truth about our nationality and birthrights. And if you're going to start anywhere, start with him. Start with the things that he brought. See what's up with that. And see what's up with that. Because this is a divine and national movement. So there's a place for everybody, wherever you're at. Wherever you're at. Right. Again, going back to the theme of the boat that has left the dock. Didn't just come yesterday. Our dues been paid. We've been sacrificed and learned and grew and evolved, and that doesn't even stop at this point. It's ever constant. Ever constant. Honors to all the Moors. Peace and love to all the Moors, all the faithful Moors worldwide. All the faithful Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. One of the greatest freedom fighters ever. One of the greatest. Honors to all the mothers. Peace and love to all. Islam.